Hi guys. What am I doing with my hands? I don't know.
Today we thought we would do a little bit of a different video.
We know from personal experience what it's like to be bullied, and it's definitely not a nice feeling.
So we have some advice to share with you guys, but firstly we're going to tell you our story.
We're not just telling this story to point out these people that did these things to us because we forgive them, but we just want to clarify some things. First of all, these people literally no longer have an impact on our lives. We don't care about them or what they say about us because they're not in our lives anymore and we really don't care.
Actually, before we tell our story, we want to tell you guys something. We are aware that we have a YouTube channel in high school, and so before we even started posting videos, we knew that people were going to make comments about us and watch our videos in class and laugh at us, but we wouldn't be making videos if we weren't ready for that. What have they got out of laughing at our channel? Nothing, literally nothing. They don't mean anything to us. They're not going to change our decision in having a channel. And if they choose to continue, it's their choice. And you'll be watching this, so I hope you enjoy our videos and thank you for the views.
Also, if you're holding back from doing something because you're scared people are going to judge you, we're like a walking piece of evidence to show you that literally, it does not matter what other people think of you. Chase your dreams, even if you think people are gonna make fun of you or have something to say about you. Everyone's going to have something to say about you. It's just what humans do. But we just need to learn to get over those things because one day in the future you might regret it.
It's your life and you are the only person that has a say in who affects you. If you choose to let these negative things impact in your life, that's your decision, but hopefully you're not going to, and this video will help you. We chose not to say anything to these people because we don't want them thinking they've won, because they haven't and we've won.
Okay, so now onto the story.
I made friends with some girls in year 4. So in front of my face they would act like I was one of their best friends and I was included, and it was all 4 of us. We were just best friends. And I would sit with them because that's what I thought. I thought they were my best friends, so you sit with your best friends. But when I wasn't around, they would make fun of me. They would make inside jokes about me, and then when they were around me, I wasn't allowed to know these inside jokes, and I just thought, maybe I just wasn't good enough for the inside jokes. And at the time, didn't think anything of it because I wanted them to like me because they were the kind of popular people in our small school.
I'd only just moved to this new school and everyone seemed nice enough. Of course, we were only in year 3, so it's like everyone's nice to each other. Everyone was nice. But the next year, things drastically changed. Like, I don't even know what happened. It was like Jesus and the crucifying him.
If anyone watching this was offended by me in primary school, I'm really, really sorry, but I just did not intend to bully anyone.
There was this group of girls who thought that picking on me and my best friend somehow gave them this badge of honor, like people would look up to them for doing it. They called us names and they just really weren't nice. I mean, it was never physically bullying or pushing, but you know, it was mentally draining and getting to us. Like when people start saying things about you, you start to believe them and you start to think maybe that they're true. And because they were considered more popular than my group of friends, they started to turn people against us and started to say that we, you know, were weird or whatever. I didn't even know what they were saying because I really didn't care. And honestly, I wouldn't have wished it on my worst enemy. It was something that bullying is terrible and you never want to have to experience it in your life. This went on for however long it was until we had to finish primary school, and eventually parents stepped in and this massive like investigation type thing happened, and they were calling people out and getting them to state what they thought, and you know, it was massive.
So there were multiple meetings at our school, and of course I was called into many of them even though I had done nothing, and it really sucked because I was being bullied by girls that were bringing me into trouble. They were not very good influences at all, and they're gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, oh, look at me, I wasn't a very good influence in primary school, because that's just the kind of people they are. But honestly, what they say doesn't get to me. So you can go do this, you can go say whatever you want, you can go film this video and put it on your Instagram, but I don't care about you anymore, because you are no one to me. I laugh at you because you haven't moved on. Get over it.
But it wasn't all negative experiences. I made some amazing friends that I know are going to stick with me for many years to come, and if they can stay with me through all of those times, I know that they'll always be there with me through whatever comes our way. I also learned to stick up for myself, and I also learned that it's important to be nice, but it's also important to not let people walk over you and think that just because you're nice, they can use you.
Personally, I feel like being popular isn't important. I think that the most important thing is that you have friends that support you no matter what you're doing, and if you have that, if you feel like that you are happy in your friend group and you have great friends, if you're popular, okay, it's fine. But if you're not that popular, like, it doesn't matter either. As long as you feel like you are happy with the friends you have, that's all that matters.
Sometimes negative experiences can turn out to be such positive things that you continue to learn from for many years after they've happened. And I feel like what has happened now, only good things have come out of it. I mean, of course, at the time it was something that was really impacting my life, but now I look back on it and I think there's so many lessons that I've learnt from this happening. And you know, you always have to look at the positive side of things, because every cloud has a silver lining.
Now on to you guys. If any of this is happening to you or anything similar, my biggest piece of advice is to tell your parents.
If it's too hard or scary to talk to a parent about what's happening, you need to tell someone that can actually do something. It's so important to do this, otherwise things might not stop, or they could even get worse, or they may not ever stop.
Once you have told someone these things and you have settled down, we need to learn to forgive people, because we're human and we need to move on. This isn't going to be the biggest thing in your life, because bullying or anything like this does not shape who you are as a person. It just might shape some things in your brain that
Make you stronger.
Yeah, make you stronger, that's the word.
I think that forgiveness is so important, and learning to forgive people is something that we all need to do. Even though these people that have done things to you may not be sorry, you need to learn to be the bigger person and to forgive them, because otherwise you're never going to be able to move on. That's something that I've learned. It's so important to forgive, otherwise these things are going to keep playing in your mind and you're just never going to be able to stop thinking about it. You need to learn to move on and live your life, because otherwise you're just letting them win.
There are so many people who care about you and want the best for you, and that's why you shouldn't let these people change anything about yourself. And if we are always here, and if you want to contact us, just go on our social media pages.
We also wanted to talk to you about anxiety, because I feel like that's something that comes along with bullying a lot of the time. Even though Michaela and I's types of anxiety didn't really come with bullying, we still wanted to talk about them and let you know that you're not alone. I would say I have social anxiety. I get really nervous around people that I don't know, and I mean most people do, but like I don't talk, I get really nervous. There was this one time I went to a netball grading, because I played netball now for like 8 years or something, but and there was no one there that I knew, and I started crying and I told my mum that she couldn't leave and she had to stay, even though like hardly any mums were staying. I said, Mum, you can't leave me, and I ended up going home because I was just too scared and I couldn't do it.
You wouldn't do some of these things, but then people in class do it and you're just like, I look up to you because you just blew your snot in front of everyone. Like, what the hell?
So true. And it's also really hard because I'm so bubbly and talkative around my friends, and like I feel like I express that a lot on YouTube, which is so amazing, but it's hard because I feel like people think that I'm always so quiet and nervous, and I'm known as like the quiet one, like all the teachers know, oh, you're so quiet or whatever, but it's just, I can't help it. I'm getting better, and I'm learning people actually don't care about the way that you look or the things that you're doing. I get nervous to go and grab a tissue because I'm scared everyone's looking at me, but I'm slowly learning that not everyone's not looking at you. They literally don't care. That's something that everyone needs to learn. Not everyone cares about you going and grabbing a tissue, or you going and asking for a calculator, or you going and chucking your apple core in the bin before anyone else goes.
We all need to be nice to each other and stick up for one another, and if you notice that someone else is kind of holding back, you need to help them, because we never know what is going on in someone else's life, and this could just be on the outside. You literally have no clue what's on the inside.
Sometimes I feel like no one can relate to me and that no one feels the same way that I do, but there are 7 billion other people in the world, and you never know what they're going through, and that's something that really comforts me, because I know that I'm not alone and you're not alone either.
No one knows this, well, except a couple, but I have a fear, and it's called emetophobia. If you don't, of course you won't know what that is, so just Google it. My anxiety revolves around it, so that's why not many people can relate, but some people can, and I met someone that could relate. But however, just because people can't relate to it, just because you can't relate to it, doesn't mean that it means nothing to me, because literally my whole life revolves around it, and I really dislike it. It stops me from doing a lot of things that I would like to be doing, and yeah, just it's a big massive part of me, but I don't want it to be a part of me, but that's a whole another thing that I'm not going to explain.
Anxiety is real, and don't you ever tell someone that their anxiety isn't genuine or real either, just because it's not the same as yours or someone that you know. People experience anxiety in many different forms and in many different ways, and that's something that's really important, because as soon as you tell them that their anxiety isn't real, they feel stupid, or they feel like maybe their problems aren't as bad as everyone else's. But everyone's problems are valid. Everyone has problems, and everyone is going through something different. So you just need to learn that everyone's on a different journey, everyone's on a different path, and we're all going to make it there somehow and some way.
Okay, so another thing not many people know, I'm using a lot of examples, but this is just because you might think of something that you something different in your life that you might be holding on to. But okay, I really am interested in AFL. Yes, that is true. I watch all the games. I know literally everything there is to know about AFL, and I just, oh, look at it! Look, see, I've got my Guernsey here. I didn't go for Melbourne, by the way, but just, I love Jaden Hunt, and yeah, so this is something that I hold back from saying, like, telling people, because I think they'll judge me for loving something like this, or they think, what the heck, if they found out that I love AFL, they'll be like, oh, okay, she loves AFL, there's no way that they would think that I would take it seriously, so that's why I don't tell people. But
okay, if we're ever around you and we're extremely quiet or nervous, don't take it the wrong way. We're not rude, or we're not like, we don't not like you. I mean, I don't know, do we like you? I don't know, but like most of the time we're just really nervous people and really anxious, and I don't know, yeah. We're not like this all the time, and once we get to know you, we're really fun.
Please take all that advice on board, because I really want you to be the best possible you can be, no matter what anyone else is saying, because those people should not have any effect on you in your life. The only people that should have effect on you in your life is people that are positive, and your friends, your family, and loved ones. Yeah. So they're the only ones that should have any effect in your life. And as I said before, please contact us on Twitter, because I really want to talk to you if you're having any problems, because I have a lot of advice in me.
But yeah, we just hope that you will always love yourself for you, and we hope that you learn that life is short, and it's too short, like 100 years too short, to stop doing things that you love because of someone else. You need to start learning that life is too short to worry about what other people think, or life is too short to not speak to people because you're scared, or life is too short to worry about what other things people will think.
Mind you,
Life is too short to not wear pajama pants while you film videos. I've definitely learned from all of these things, and that I am getting better, and yeah, I'm excited for what the future holds. And again, you're not alone, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're talented, whatever you are something, and you mean something to the world, and you have a purpose in life, so never forget that. Okay, anyways, we hope you enjoyed this week's video.
and we'll be back next week with another one, but not as
Down.
No, not down.
Actually,
It was
this is
good.
good.
Okay, we'll see you next week with a normal video.
And we also want to say we might have something that might shock you all, because we might be posting random days a week instead of Mondays, because life is too short to not post random days a week and not on Mondays.
Yeah, because sometimes we just can't post on Mondays because the video's not ready and we need like 2 more days or something.
Yeah,
So if we're just gonna post random days. We're gonna try and do Mondays, but put our post notifications on, or just keep looking at our channel
yes.
to see when we move.
And we will see you next week sometime
Yes.
with another video.
Bye.